In the event that you're searching for hex cost expectations estimate for 2024, 2024, 2025, 2030 and need to know where the cost of hex will go from now on, we will examine the previous costs of hex and we'll figure out what specialists are talking about its future cost activities. Kindly remember that you really want to take this expectation and each and every forecast with the aim that this is just the idea of some market master investigators. Also, anticipating something so amazing is totally incomprehensible. In any case, we will make an honest effort. How about we start? As per the most recent information accumulated, the ongoing cost of hex is $0.09 and hex is at present positioned #225 in the whole crypto environment. The flow supply of hex is 173,411 and 74,413 with a market cap of $335,485,395. With an expansion in its exchanging volume and market cap, the hex's cost has shown a decent increment of 759% as of now. For most recent 7 days, the hex was in great vertical pattern and expanded by 115%. Hex has shown areas of strength for exceptionally recently, and this could be decent and open door to dive right in and contribute. Hex Value Forecast Number Cruncher. Our Hex Forecast Number Cruncher utilizes progressed calculations and AI models investigate an immense range of elements, from verifiable value information to showcase feeling, to give a thorough expectation of hex. Basically input your ideal time period and see the possible anticipated worth of hex. Our mini computer will create a complete rundown of month-to-month cost forecasts. We foresee future hex cost expectation checks conjecture by applying profound computerized reasoning helps specialized investigation on the past value information of hex. We give a valiant effort to gather greatest verifiable information for the hex coin, which incorporate numerous boundaries like past cost, hex market cap, hex volume, and scarcely any more. In the event that you are hoping to put resources into computerized digital currencies and need great profit from your speculations, try to peruse our expectations. Hex Value Forecast Rundown. Hex is presently estimated at $0.19 on the lookout. Hex is expected to arrive at a most extreme cost of dollars more for continuously 2025. Our hex long-haul conjecture for 2050 proposes hex possibly going somewhere in the range of $1.58 and $0.85. The typical extended cost for hex in 2030 is supposed to be $0.011, with possible change somewhere in the range of $0.03 and $0.255. Hex is estimated to arrive at a typical cost of $0.28 toward the finish of 2040. Hex Value Forecast 2024. The cost of one hex is supposed to reach at any rate level of $2.03 in 2024. The hex cost can arrive at a most extreme degree of $0.26 with the typical cost of $0.4 all through 2024. Hex Value Forecast 2025. The cost of hex is anticipated to reach at any rate level of $0.35 in 2025. The hex cost can arrive at a most extreme degree of $0.4 with the typical cost of $0.36 all through 2025. Hex Value Figure for 2026. The cost of hex is anticipated to reach at the very least worth of $0.47 in 2026. The hex cost could arrive at a most extreme worth of $1.59 with a typical exchanging cost of $1.49 all through 2026. Hex Value Expectation 2027. As per our profound specialized examination on past value information of hex, in 2027 the cost of hex is anticipated to reach at least degree of $0.68. The hex cost can arrive at a most extreme degree of $0.93 with the typical exchanging cost of $0.71. Hex Value Expectation 2028. The cost of hex is anticipated to reach at the very least worth of $0.097 in 2028. The hex cost could arrive at a greatest worth of $0.0119 with the typical exchanging cost of $0.101 all through 2028. Hex Value Expectation 2029. Hex cost is figured to arrive at a most minimal conceivable degree of $1.45 in 2029. According to our discoveries, the hex cost could arrive at a most extreme conceivable degree of $0.169 with the typical estimate cost of $0.149. Hex Value Expectation 2030. Hex cost is estimate to arrive at a most reduced conceivable degree of $0.03 in 2030. According to our discoveries, the hex cost could arrive at a greatest conceivable degree of $2.55 with the typical figure cost of $0.11. Hex Value Gauge 2031. According to the Gauge and Specialized Examination, in 2031 the cost of HEX is supposed to reach at any rate value worth of $0.04. The HEX cost can arrive at a greatest value worth of $0.35 with the typical worth of $0.312. HEX value forecast 2032. As per our profound specialized examination on past value information of HEX, in 2032 the cost of HEX is estimated to be at around a base worth of $0.441. The HEX value worth can arrive at a limit of $0.524 with the typical exchanging worth of $0.454 in USD. HEX value forecast 2033. According to the Gauge Cost and Specialized Examination, in 2033 the cost of HEX is anticipated to reach at least degree of $0.0661. The HEX cost can arrive at a greatest degree of $0.0772 with the typical exchanging cost of $0.0679. HEX value conjecture 2040. Inspecting authentic execution gives setting, however it is critical to perceive that previous exhibition isn't characteristic of future outcomes. According to the Figure and Specialized Examination, in 2040 the cost of HEX is supposed to reach at the very least value worth of $1.20. The HEX cost can arrive at a greatest value worth of $1.44 with the typical worth of $1.28. HEX value estimate for 2050. Associations and joint efforts with laid-out organizations or businesses can contribute altogether to standard acknowledgement. In light of our HEX cost expectation in 2050, the base anticipated cost is $1.58 and can reach as high as $1.85 for the year 2050. It can exchange at a normal typical cost of $1.68. HEX value gauge facts. What will be the HEX most noteworthy gauge cost for 2024? The HEX cost is supposed to arrive at a greatest degree of $0.86 toward the finish of 2024. What is the fate of HEX? The fate of HEX is exceptionally reliant upon the general exhibition of the crypto business. With regards to putting resources into HEX, you want to ensure that you are utilizing the right system. This sort of speculation isn't appropriate for those with an unbalanced gamble profile. Nonetheless, still a phenomenal venture for those who have a high capacity to bear risk and a strong monetary position. Notwithstanding its theoretical nature, HEX likewise offers openness to a worldwide innovation and a consistently developing environment. Is HEX a wise speculation? HEX's worth is supposed to keep on growing, as lack will in general energize cost rise. If it's not too much trouble, note, there is a gamble to any speculation. Simply put resources into what you can achieve prior to arriving at any resolutions and lead the most extreme examination conceivable. What amount will HEX be worth in 2030? As far as cost, HEX has an exceptional potential to arrive at new levels. Gauge HEX will increment in esteem. As indicated by unambiguous specialists and business experts, HEX can still